What is up, everybody? Happy New Year's. It is January 1st, so let's start the new year off with a video. Now, every time in a video I ask you guys what you want to see on the channel, and someone commented that they want to know my plan for the Skyline, so that's what I'm going to be going over today. So far my videos have just kind of been me talking. Hopefully we can change that soon and I can maybe vlog a meet or a cool event. There's not like a ton of cool stuff going on in Vegas recently, which is really unfortunate because I would like to get out there and make some content with that. But so hopefully you guys will be seeing some videos soon that are not just me standing in front of the garage and talking. But yeah, plans for the Skyline. It's mostly just going to remain a street car. Now there are some things I would like to get done in 2023, which is this year now, I guess. I want to like work with the cosmetics a little bit. I would like to get a new set of wheels. I love these wheels very much, but I want to get something that I think would look a little bit better on the car. Everything's so expensive, which kind of sucks because I like to get real wheels and find, you know, some JDM type ones. So I'm kind of in the market just looking around. I really want either just white Desmond Rega Masters. I think that would look super cool on the car, or I want to get something chrome, or not chrome, but something polished. I think like a nice polished wheel would look really nice on the Skyline. As for the Rega Masters, if I can get those in white, that would be awesome because I've got like little like white accents on the car that I think would look really cool with those wheels. So 2023, maybe a new set of wheels. I got that on the plan. I'd like to outfit it with little JDM goodies. I'm kind of like a nerd when it comes to that stuff. I'm always like looking on auctions and Instagram pages trying to see like what little JDM tidbits here and there I can find, like Nismo stuff, old vintage stuff, old stuff from the 90s, early 2000s. I love that stuff so much, and I love putting that type of stuff on my car, so I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep looking for little tidbits to outfit the car with, maybe like emblems. I want to get a Nismo cluster. That's not in the plan though, because people sell those for a ridiculous amount of money that I can put elsewhere. So little stuff like that. As far as other cosmetics, if I can hunt down a do-luck bumper for this car, that would be great. That's kind of my dream bumper for the car at this point. I don't want to get a do-luck style one. I want to get like an actual do-luck one. I think it would be cool. And like 5 months ago, I found one for sale in Florida. I passed on it. It was a little pricey, but maybe New Year's resolution is I start spending more money on the car. I'm kind of a saver, and so I don't really like to spend a ton on the car, but if you want to do cool stuff with your car, you kind of have to. So I would like to hunt down a do-luck bumper this year, put that on the car, get it wrapped blue. I think that would look super sick. The rest of the do-luck kit is pretty cool. The rear bumper's cool. The side skirts are all right. I can pass on the, if you guys haven't seen the do-luck kit, search it up for a do-luck for an ECR 33. It's pretty cool. I'll pass on the wing. I like having the GTR wing instead. I think that's a little cooler than the do-luck wing, but I definitely need the bumper on the front. I can pass on the rear bumper, but I think that would be a cool addition to have, so the car is like fully kitted out to a certain degree. So do-luck bumper, that's what I'm kind of looking for 2023. Yeah. As far as power stuff go, I would like to get a different ECU so I can start squeezing a little more power out of it while it's mostly stock. With different ECUs, the expensive ones with like Haltech and stuff like that, there's a local guy who can bump these up into like the 280 horsepower just with nothing but the ECU. So I'd like to get something else going on with my ECU. That way it can be a little bit fresher. Maybe I can tune it for American gas. Just get it running a lot better. Definitely is kind of what I want to do for 2023 because it's been a little choppy right now. I have parts on the way to fix some of the misfiring. I mean, misfires are a huge problem with the RB, and it's running all right now, but the idle is a little bit rough, so I want to get the maintenance done for that. I have the parts on the way, so that's going to be happening. I'm going to replace the injectors, the intake manifold gasket, and I would like to get the ECU reflashed if I can find that locally. But 2023, if I can pick up either like a Nistune or like if I can pick up something to maybe squeeze a little bit more power out of the car, that would be great. Now, the only problem is that I have the automatic transmission, which I regret. It saved me a lot of money at the time, but I wish I would have just bit the bullet and got the manual version of my car. I think it would be a lot more fun. And also, the automatic transmissions kind of blow up if you start creeping anywhere near like 320 horsepower. Versus the manuals, they can handle a lot more power stock, more than I'd ever really need to make. And like I said, I'm not going to be pushing any crazy power, at least not foreseeable, Maybe later in the year we can start doing a little more power mods. There's some turbo upgrades for the bottom mount manifold, which is a stock one that I have. So I might be able to run like an upgraded turbo, squeeze a little more boost out of that. But the main thing holding me back is the transmission. If I really want to put into some, or if I really want to creep into some fun power numbers, the transmission is not going to cut it. With these cars, you're going to lose your third and your fourth gear. So unless you want to just creep around town in first and second, then go ahead, you can make all the power you want. But with the 4 speeds, you will lose your third and fourth gear if you start pushing some serious power, which sucks. Which brings me to the next point, that hopefully, if I'm willing to just throw a bunch of money at the car, will get done this year, is manual swapping it. Now I'm between 2 options. I could either get a CDO9, which is the like the 350Z transmission, or I can just find the OEM RB 25DET transmission. I'm cool with either one of those. The problem is the RB25 transmissions are a little harder to find. So that's kind of the con of that, and they can be a little bit pricey. For CDO9s, those are a little easier to find, but you will need to do like adapter pieces. So that's unfortunate, but I would like to start collecting, if not doing the full swap this year, I would like to start collecting the parts for it, like the transmission, the adapter plate if I go with the CDO9, clutch pedal, all the like the bushings, all this little stuff that you will need. I want to start kind of amassing the parts to manual swap it. Because the car's really fun. Like, you know, it's still a fun car, but I think the one thing that's kind of just holding it back from me being 100% in love with it is the fact that it is automatic. Back when I had my Miata, my NC, there was times I wanted to drive that car more than I wanted to drive this one, simply because of the fact that it was stick. I mean, it's just a lot more fun. For those of you who are like on the fence about buying something stick versus buying the auto, if you have the chance to do it, go with the stick one. You're not going to regret it, especially with these cars, because the auto's a little bit of a slush box. It's still quick, it's still fun to drive, you can still slide it around. It comes stock with the LSD and stuff like that, so it's still a fun car, but it would just be like that much better if it was stick. So I kind of wish I bit the bullet on that. But you live and you learn. I'm still going to save money overall. The auction tax is like $4 grand just to get a stick one, so like I think I can get the swap done for cheaper than that, hopefully. Also, brakes. I just reminded myself, I was talking with Yellow Speed Racing about getting a set of brakes for the car, but I need to measure and make sure they fit. So I'd like to do brakes this year, maybe get an angle kit, not just for when I slide it, also just street driving and track driving. The angle kit can help with faster steering. More steering angle is never really a bad thing. And like I said, I don't daily the car, so I can do the stuff that, I guess I didn't say it in this video, but I don't daily the car. So I can do the stuff that makes it a little more race car-ish versus just a typical street car that you're going to daily every day. So I'd like to refresh some suspension. My coilovers are good. I got HKS coilovers, and not bad, but I might want to do control arms, brakes. So kind of not the go fast part, but the handle well and stop fast parts of the car will definitely be getting an upgrade in 2023. As well as the interior. The interior needs a little bit of work. I need probably a new steering wheel. The steering wheel I have now is cool, but it's kind of like the basic entry-level Momo one. You import a car from Japan, and a lot of times if it has a different steering wheel, it's going to come with that one, which is it's a cool steering wheel. Different seats. I want to get seats that hug you a little bit more for when do a little bit of more spirited driving. But yeah, so I mean, pretty typical plans that you have for a car. I guess if I had to refresh, it would just be the Duluck bumper, brakes, seats for the interior, the maintenance, getting it real flushed out, getting the car running really well, and then probably some sort of ECU work, whether it's just a reflash or a NIS tune or something like that. I think those are my 5 like major goals for the car. And then if I can't get the transmission swapped out this year, I mean, a year is a long time, so we'll see. Maybe my YouTube will blow up and I will get the funds to swap it a lot better. So like and subscribe while I'm thinking about that, because your support can go a really long way with building the car and doing the fun stuff that you guys want to see. But yeah, sorry, this video is a little bit disorganized. I didn't really plan anything. I'm just kind of going off the mental list of stuff that I've been thinking about or have wanted in 2022 but didn't really get to buy or to check out yet. So if it's a little bit unorganized, if I'm talking fast and kind of rambling, I apologize. I'm just kind of cycling through my head of what I know I want for the car, but I haven't had it on paper or like in a notes or anything like that, which is a good idea. I think I'm gonna watch this video myself and see what I said and make a little list of what I need for 2023. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, if there's anything you guys want to see, drop it in the comments. Make sure you check me out on Instagram and TikTok. It's @SDZ33_. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, hopefully not hopefully, I guess hopefully there's some cool stuff that goes down in Vegas soon that we can actually take the car out to and make some content where I'm not just standing in front of my garage or at the park somewhere. So hopefully that stuff happens soon. Maybe I need to plan something and vlog it, throwing my own car meet. I don't know, we'll see. But thank you guys so much for checking it out. I appreciate you all. Make sure to like and subscribe, so 2023 we can do some cool stuff with the car, get some cool parts, take it cool places, meet cool people, just overall have a fun time. Thank you guys so much, and Happy New Year's.